What day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? I'm confused, Tuesday. Is it Sunday? No. Is it Monday? No. Is it Tuesday, Bluesday, Betterware, Tuesday? No. Is it Wednesday? No. Is it Thursday? Shut up. Is it Friday, Saturday, Betterware, Saturday? Maybe it's tomorrow and maybe it's not. Maybe it's yesterday. I just forgot. I just forgot! Hey, what day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? What day is it? I'm confused today! Oh!
I'll take Universal Remote Host for 1,000. Now from the apocalypse. It's his bunker. It's his rules. It's his game show. Who is your host, Devin Pike?
Man. I don't know if it's a fitting tribute or if it's the tribute that we deserve, but it's the tribute that we're going to have. Thank you very much for joining us for Universal Remote. Sorry, my brain just went away for a little bit. Live and direct from the Four Seasons Total Landscaping parking lot. My name is Devin Pike. Thank you very much for joining us on our weekly trivial diversion. Before we get started with the Inquisition, we do need to grovel just a little bit with a humble request for you to support the show. If you've gotten any enjoyment out of our little trivial diversion over the past year, we humbly ask you to kick a couple of shekels our way. Our Patreon, of course, is patreon.com/Universal Remote. There are levels for every single form of support, including your opportunity to dictate the channels that we produce for a show, like Dwayne! Dwayne did it tonight! We love Dwayne! Was asleep. Be like Dwayne. Go forth and pledge once again at patreon.com/Universal Remote. Of course, we invite each of you newbies to follow us along on all of our social media networks, as that is how you get the inside skinny on our show. As for the rules, it is incredibly simple to play. All you have to do is head to baconsamurai.tv/YouAreLive, then play along by putting your answers in the chat window. That's either underneath you if you're on your answers to shit. Okay, it's underneath if you're on your mobile. It's over here on your side. Sorry, my back just starting to give me problems as well. So if you're watching along on Twitch or YouTube, you can see the answers right here in this chat window and complain to the world that you're not getting the points that you so richly deserve, and you're going to throw a monkey wrench into the whole proceedings because the whole system is rigged. First three people who answer the question correctly in that chat window correctly get the points. In the first half of the game, that's 30 for first, 20 for second, and 10 for third. And everyone who gets a correct answer in before the next question appears gets another 5 points. So, pot's right, we're locked in. Let us wheel them around. Hang on. Oh, that's the problem. Yeah, chat wasn't showing up properly. It's all about making sure everything works in. Pay attention! Now that it's not wall-to-wall photos of people scanning ballots, the news can finally get to be appreciated for what it is, a complete cluster. Answer these questions about the week that wasn't, and see how many of you are reading the articles and not just blindly smashing like, here we go, this, there, that is question number one. We lost acting legend Sean Connery this week. He won an Oscar for The Untouchables. He was an immortal and a fashion king in Zardoz, but we knew him best as James Bond. How many films did he portray 007? See if that works or not. Nope, it doesn't. there. That's what I wanted to do. Question 2. It changes location like a snitch on a cocaine bender. Where can you currently stream the Harry Potter saga? Some of you should be following our social media. Question number 3. Lana Del Rey announced a new album of cover songs on Instagram. Where was she dining when this live posting bit of news comes across the wires? Lana Del Rey, Buttafuoco file. Question number 4. In the aftermath of last week's election, which strangely patriotic song from 2009 started spiking in streaming plays? One of those bits. I don't know, man. It's pretty immovable. That is it for question number 1. And now, round number 2. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. If you had been a Patreon supporter like Dwayne, made your own category had you been just like Dwayne. Answer these questions about the 45-year-old that refuses to move out of the attic of your mind in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Question number 1. Who was originally supposed to sing the opening song on the soundtrack, Science Fiction Double Feature? The answer may surprise you if you're not a hardcore Rocky Horror guy. Question number 2. Who was the first president of the Rocky Horror Picture Show fan club and was one of the first people to scream audience participation lines back at the movie screen at New York's Waverly Theater in 1976? Very, very, very amazing little man. Question number 3. This film's castle, Oakley Court, is located in what small English town? Might have even seen the news items about this because you can actually book it for a week and you have a Rocky Horror screening at the end of it. And if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Question number 4. During the pandemic, which city's Clinton Theater has still been showing the film weekly, even during the pandemic, to maintain the dubious title of longest-running Rocky Horror streak? The gorgeous, gorgeous Clinton Theater. All right, kids, that is going to wrap it up for Category 2 and Round 1, which, of course, does mean that it is, in fact, snack time. My dear, dear friend, the emeritus Texas music ambassador, the lovely Sarah Hickman. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Devin. I'm trying to figure out how to get my phone there. Okay.
There you go.
Hey, I'm so happy to see you. I look like a lioness today, don't I?
You look very resplendent. It's a good look for you. Yeah. I dig it immensely. The first question that I ask all of my snack time guests in this pandemic is, what is your beverage of choice that has gotten you through these months of quarantine, or do you have one?
Yes, I started making my own iced coffee because it's delicious and it's terribly fattening. But, you know, I also started making Thai iced tea. Oh, my gosh. Let me just say, so good.
Does I think I'm going to go get some iced tea right now.
How about
start brewing some iced tea. A lot of bourbon.
Oh.
A lot of bourbon. I've gone through my stocks twice now, but I've got a great recipe for old fashions. Phenomenal. we've run into each other at really entertaining points in our lives. I was starting out in radio, or actually, no, not even that. Yeah, the first time was when I was starting out in radio. I had known you for a couple of years from when we ran into each other at University of North Texas, both of our alma maters, and you were performing out on the square in the Commons, and I helped carry your guitar to your car, and that was we struck up a conversation. It was great. Immensely great time in my life. Then interviewed you for 94.5 The Edge.
Adorable.
I was adorable back then. I was cute, and that was about half of me.
So cute. What are you talking about? You're adorable. Really,
I'm broken. Oh, good Lord, I'm broken. These days, so through the Observer and through the Edge and through CBS Radio, we would always bump into each other when you had something really intriguing or awesome going on. And I wanted to talk first and foremost about this phenomenal project that you have cooked up during quarantine with over 30 Texas musicians. Talk a little about Salt of the Earth for us.
Back in May, I did a Sarathon, which was 24 hours of me playing guitar and singing to raise money. And one of the songs I put on I made a giant song chart for 24 hours that had 10 songs an hour. I had a road because it's not easy to sing for 24 hours. And one of the songs was Salt of the Earth, a longtime favorite of mine by the Rolling Stones. And when I finished it, that would be such a fun song to revisit. And I just thought, well, what if I had a bunch of musicians? So I started with the big guns, Lyle Lovett and Willie Nelson. Lyle got back to me, never heard from Willie. So I just kept asking. And the first person that said yes was Kathy Valentine from the Go-Go's. So she's one of 2 bass players. We also have Bubba Hernandez from Brave Combo. And I was just awestruck how many people said yes. Ruthie Foster, Carolyn Wonderland, Terry Hendricks, Gary Myrick, Billy Harvey, Forsyth, Ellie King, did I say Jackie Vinson, Kerry Rodriguez, Warren Hood, Brian Standifer. I have 3 full kit drummers, Michael Longoria, Matt Johnson, and Brandon Temple. Yeah, and Red Young and Eddie Hobazal, who was also the head engineer and helped me tremendously. I could go on and on. There's so many great people on it, and it was really a lot of work. It took me about 6 months to get everybody to send in their versions. And then to edit it all with Eddie, we had to do that all remotely as well. Everything was done remotely. And the video was finally put together by my wonderful friend Gene Cowan in the D.C. area, and he came up with the concept. We had another concept by a really great group named AMP there in Dallas, but they ran out of hours because it was a bigger project than even I had recognized. So I'm very grateful to AMP, and I'm grateful to you, Devin, because you tried to. But Gene took it on and stripped it all bare, started.
And that's where the final actually ends. Damn it. My dear. Nope.
Raise your glass to the hard working
Damn it!
people. Let's drink to the uncounted heads. Let's think of the suffering millions who need leaders but got liars instead. Spare a thought for the stay-at-home voter and the ones who showed up at the polls. Let's remove the parade of the gray-suited grafters and a choice between Corona or staying home. drink to the hardworking people. Let's drink to the salt of the earth. Let's drink to the suffering millions. Let's drink to the salt of the earth.
The phenomenal Sarah Hickman. We actually lost our connection with Sarah, and I feel horrible because it's technology, man. It is what it is. But sincerely, go to necessaryangels.com. You can find the entire Salt of the Earth track with all 47 Texas legendary musicians in there. Gary Myrick, Bubba Hernandez, Sarah's first child. I was a part of that crew too. Again, it's necessaryangels.com. Thank you very much to Sarah Hickman for popping on with Snack Time with us. I want to do it again very, very soon because Sarah and I have known each other for, like I said, decades. It's going to be really great to see what she comes up with next. I dig the hell of it. Let's take a look at the scores. You saw the answers running across during Snack Time. So no ties. It is his night. It was his category. I hope he got some points out of it. Dwayne in third with 30 points. Shannon in second with 50. And Hillary on top with 60. I shudder to say it, but it's absolutely true, guys. That's great. Congratulations. Don't mean nothing because the points change in the second round. Let us take on the third category of the evening. That, of course, is Texas music. Can't talk to Sarah and not talk about Texas. As the music ambassador emeritus of Texas, Sarah Hickman has performed around the globe, further reinforcing that Texas music is truly the best in the entire world. Suck it, Seattle! So Sarah was going to probe your brain about these various Texas music questions. So, question number one. The oldest continually run dance hall in Texas has seen performances by Jerry Jeff Walker, Garth Brooks, Merle Haggard, George Strait, Townes Van Zandt, Lyle Lovett, and Sarah Hickman. Name it, and spelling counts. Spelling counts. I'll take it. All right. Question number two. Willie Nelson is a national treasure and the only human being who can outsmoke Snoop Dogg. What year did Willie hold his very first 4th of July picnic? One of the great regrets in my life is not getting a chance to go out to Carl's Corner or go to wherever they held it. They never held it in Lukenbach. I was very sad about it, but wanted to go very, very badly. It was right down the road. Question 3. Which Texas musician leads the state in all-time Grammy wins and nominations? The answer may surprise you. Scroll through these 15 slides and you'll see it. And finally, which legendary act headed up by Carl Finch was called the Grand Poobah of Denton bands and immortalized in a Simpsons cameo in 2004? All right, that is going to do it for Texas music. Once again, I want to sincerely thank Sarah Hickman for being a part of the festivities tonight and being a part of Texas music history. Let's go ahead and hit round number 4. I'm going to turn this music off because there's going to only be one music that you can play during this, but honestly, we couldn't get the rights to it. It'd be a copyright hit. The Universal Remote salutes Alex Trebek. Chasing his nemesis Sean Connery into the netherworld, Alex Trebek lost his battle with pancreatic cancer this weekend. He was a true touchstone for several generations. His sly humor, his absolute mastery as a quizmaster. He has the Guinness World Record for most game shows hosted by the same presenter. I've had the honor of working with the Pancreatic Cancer Network over the past few years, and I implore all of you, if Alex had any impact in your life, he has actually requested this, and we all say it. Go to pancan.org and make a donation in Alex's memory. In true Jeopardy fashion, I want you to please respond to the items in this category in the form of a question. Let's hit it. Question number 1. Mr. Trebek used April Fool's Day to trade places with the Wheel of Fortune host in 1997. Who did he switch places with? The man had a sense of humor. No, just not the same. Question number 2. Both passing in this week, but forever linked in Saturday Night Live's take on Celebrity Jeopardy. Sean Connery was played by Daryl Hammond, and this cast member played Alex Trebek. I'm glad to see people are paying attention to the rules. Question number 3. Alex played alongside Jesse Ventura as Men in Black in this classic X-Files episode. And our final question of the evening. Prior to Jeopardy, Mr. Trebek's last hosting job was this game show based around a contestants competing against each other in video games. I did not know this one. This one caught me by surprise. I thought I knew all of them. And kiddies, that is the final question in the Universal Remote. Salute to Alex Trebek. Also, the final question of the game. So as the scores are tabulated, I want to thank each and every person who works on the production from week to week. Woody, even though he's screwing off somewhere else in Houston this weekend. Leslie on scoring and in chat. Zach twisting and tweaking on the dials. Pigman and Mrs. Pigman for their wonderful words of encouragement as I gear up for another Life Day celebration. If you had a chance to see the live stream on Saturday from Free Play Arcade, they were part of the Extra Life campaign. And they had a 24-hour, we did game shows and we did play-alongs and speed runs. Phenomenal time. Congratulations to Free Play for raising an immense amount of cash, over $110 million raised. Free Play Arcade was a massive part of that. Congratulations, guys. Phenomenal weekend. Now I think I am finally losing my voice. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and give you the answers for the second round of questions. Green Hall was the legendary place where all of the Fantastics played, from Jerry Jeff Walker to Garth Brooks to Sarah Hickman. It's spelled Grune. If you didn't answer that, you did not get that correctly. Willie Nelson had his first 4th of July picnic just down the road from us here in Dallas in 1973. He went to a party in Nashville in 1972 and thought it was amazing, but it just wasn't homey enough for him. Beyonce should not have surprised anybody. She has the most Grammy wins and nominations from anybody who came from the state of Texas. And the legendary act headed up by Carl Finch was Brave Combo. If you didn't get 4 for 4 from this, may God have mercy on your soul. Get some Texas music in your body. Just get them in there. Pat Sajak, of course, was the host of Wheel of Fortune that Alex Trebek switched places with in 1997. Will Ferrell, of course. This is almost like a gimme because we wanted you to feel like you weren't playing Jeopardy. So Will Ferrell played Trebek on Celebrity Jeopardy. Jose Chung's From Outer Space was the title of the X-Files episode with both Jesse Ventura and Alex Trebek. And Starcade was the show where Alex worked for a couple of years. It was a USA syndicated show. Really, really fun. So with that in mind, there's still some scoring and tabulating going on. So just as a note, we are gearing up for... No, I'm sorry. I'll leave that for later. So far, the plans for Universal Remote, we're going to go up until the Monday prior to Thanksgiving when we have our extravaganza, end of season, end of the year blowout. So with that in mind, plan your Mondays accordingly. And please be sure to tell everybody to not only follow us on our social media, which is Facebook.com or Twitter or Instagram /UniRemoteGame. Still some tabulating, so I will also say I wonder if we should institute this or not. There was something that I was thinking about. We did it a couple seasons ago, but I don't know if we're going to do it this year, where we have a bounty for people who bring people on. In fact, no, don't worry about the bounty. Just go ahead and make your presence known on our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Universal Remote. The scoring is updated. Wow, nice number of players this evening. Third place with 90 points, Jackie Leaf, making her triumphant return. Good to see you. Dwayne, we love Dwayne. We love Dwayne so much. We love and miss Dwayne. Came in second. We love Dwayne. Second with 110 points. And first place tonight, not the bridesmaid, but actually the bride, Shannon Hatcher. You are the smartest person on the internet. At least for the next 6 days, 23 hours and 29 minutes. On behalf of everybody with Universal Remote, thank you very much for watching. We hope you've had a phenomenal time. We'll see you back next Monday, right here at Universal Remote. Of course it didn't play. Why would it play? Kill me. What, are you locked? What's going on?
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now. The way down deep inside you. Not the things that hide you. Not your toys. They're just beside you. But it's you I like. Every part of you. Your skin. Your eyes. Your feelings. Whether old or new, I hope that you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like. It's you yourself. It's you. It's you I like. It's you. It's you I like.